Guys, I just got back from the park shooting the flight test of the Kaideng K100. Here it is, right here, all folded up. You just hit this little button down here which doubles as the power button, and that releases it. And here's the transmitter. It's very easy to operate. Has the power button here, takeoff and landing here, headless mode, you know, the usual stuff. But I gotta tell you, this thing is as sweet as it gets when it comes to these minis. The flight time, I think it was like, I'm not sure, 6 minutes plus, 6 minutes, 10 seconds or somewhere around in there. And this thing is nimble as hell, does great flips if you're into the flips. This one don't have the camera, but it, you know, some of these models, that was my cat sneezing, some of these models do have the camera because there's the little clip right there for the Wi-Fi antenna. And where this light is here in the front, that would be the where the camera would be. But I didn't get the camera model, but I did get the one with the controller, because I don't buy these quads now that don't have the controller. I won't buy any more of these phone quads, you know. I won't buy them anymore. No more of those. But yeah, this thing is gonna go right into this is gonna bump something out of my top 5 mini quads, because this thing flies every bit as nice as the Mambo at a third of the price. The Mambo is $100 if you buy it just walking into the store. I'm sure you could get it on eBay for $70 or something like that, but it doesn't have a controller. You have to use the phone, you know. If you want to get the controller, you're going to go over $100. I mean, the Mambo, you know, the build quality is exceptional, and you know, it's really nice, but it doesn't have the battery life this thing does. This thing went over 6 minutes. My Mambo never made 6 minutes. It always went a little over. And I never used those little toys with it either, the shooter and the grabber, none of that crap. But this thing flies every bit as nice as the Mambo. This thing is nice as it gets for one of these mini quads. And I think this thing was like $30 or $32. So, I mean, if you're looking for a mini, you just cannot go wrong with this thing. I mean, seriously, you cannot go wrong with this. This thing is really, really nice. I was really impressed with it, because when I just cut this video out there at the park, that was the first time I flew it. You know, I did the old take it up and down here in the kitchen, but I never actually flew it. So, yeah, I definitely would recommend this thing. Alright guys, the flight video's gonna follow here in a minute, so thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Alright guys, today we're gonna take a look at the Kaideng K100. And here it is in all its glory. Okay, and to release it's foldable, okay? So you just hit this little button right back here. It also doubles as the power button. You just hit that button and it pops open, okay? Then to fold it in, you always fold it in from the back first. It's not complicated. Now this don't have the camera, because there's the little thing for the Wi-Fi hookup right here. It doesn't have the camera. It just has a light there in the front and the back to give you your orientation. The controller is pretty straightforward. I'm going to turn it back off and rebind it. So you would turn it on, bind it up, and it's got, you know, your headless mode. You press this in for the flips, auto takeoff and land. If this had the camera, that would be also double as the photo and or auto start and take off, but that would also double as the photo button. And here's the trim buttons and the rate button. You know, it's pretty straightforward. Let's get it up in the air and see how it reacts. And you press the left stick in to do the flips. Flips are very tight on this thing, as you can see. Okay, we pressed this right stick in to change the speed. As you can see, it's very nimble. Flies real nice, man. This thing flies real nice. Real nice. Oh, it's very stable. Very stable. I don't know what the battery life's going to be, but we'll figure that out here in a little bit. I'll put it in the video. Let's check out that. It's got the altitude hold in it too. It's got those Parrot Mumbo looking motors in there. I don't know what the size or the dimensions of them are, but they look pretty similar. Actually, it sounds a little similar. The Mumbo sounds like it's got a little bit more RPM on the motors, maybe a little bit more speed, but this thing does real nice flips. If you're into the flips, this is it. Oh yeah, this thing flies nice. Flies real nice. I don't know what kind of range this has. I'm sure it's like 100 feet or something. I mean, it's a mini. You're gonna, if you're going up in the air, you'll be able to see it, you know, as long as you got cloud or sky there. But if you're going into something like what's straight out there into trees, you know, and you try to go too far out, I'm sure you'd lose sight of it pretty quick. You know, that flashing red light's going to help you. But I would say the range on this is probably like 100 feet. You probably wouldn't even, if you was out on a football field, you'd be on what, 30 yard line, 35 yard line for 100 feet. So that's probably where you'd start having trouble seeing it a little bit. Oh, it flies really nice though, guys. I mean, real nice. Real nice. Well, I'm putting some beat down on this battery by doing all these flips. Here it is from the front angle. You can get a good look at it in the front. It's got the blue light. Oh, this flies real nice. It's like the SEMA X20 or that Hubsan, that little X4 Mini. It flies just like those. And that the Kaideng, what's that? The K100 Micro flies like that too. So they're all in the same class. You know, real nice little mini indoor flyers. this is really nice, man. Really nice. You can't go wrong with this thing. Oh, you can't go wrong with this thing. I think it was $30. Okay, so you're definitely not going to go wrong with this. I think I'm going to get a little warning here. But hey, I'm real happy with this thing. It was well worth it. Hell, maybe one of these days it'll be in one of the giveaways, which I'm going to go home when I leave here and make the video on. Yeah, it's not doing the flips anymore, so we're just going to run it out to see what kind of battery life we can get out of it. I'm not going to hit the auto land or the return to China. I just want it to run out to see what the battery life's going to be. I'll just let it go down on its own. But anyway, if you want to get it, it's the Kaideng K100. That's what it's called. So you know when it gets down to flashing, it's not going to do any. It's stable as shit. I mean, it is stable as hell. It's the Kaideng K100. Nice one. As long as that battery life's pretty good. With these little ones, I mean, there it goes. These little ones are 6 minutes or something like that. You're going to get 5.5, 6 minutes. You know, but them ones with the little bit bigger batteries, you know, you got to get a little bit. You got to get a little bit better. I'm turning it off. You got to get a little bit better flight time out of that. And if you want to take the thing apart, there's a little clip here, and you just push that clip in and it lifts right off. And then there's the battery in there, which just lifts right out also. And you can put it on the charger. With that charger they give you the little charging pins right there. But actually, you don't even have to do that. You can just leave it in here to charge it. You could just plug the charger into it while it's like that. So, alright, that's it. Kaideng K100. Real nice, flies great. Motors are a little warm, but I mean, you know, they're pulling all kind of RPM on these things, so. But it ain't that warm where you couldn't throw another battery in there and keep going. It ain't that warm. So, yeah, real nice. Real nice. As long as the battery does decently, I'll give it a thumbs up. Alright guys, thanks for watching.